Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kevicho YouTube channel. And did you know that a door is much smaller compared to the house? Yes, a door is much smaller compared to the house. It does not matter the size of the house. But one thing that you realize, even Kasarani, big as it is, it has some doors that are not as big as the stadium itself. That's one thing that you need to appreciate. A lock is much smaller compared to the door. Now think of a lock. A lock is a very small size compared to the door. And the key is the smallest to them all. But a key can open the entire house. Let me do on that. A door is much smaller compared to the house. A lock is much smaller compared to the door, and a key is the smallest of all of them. But a key can open the entire house. Thus, a small, thoughtful solution can solve problems. Now, think of an aircraft and its size. Think of MRI machine, that is messaging resonance imaging machine. Think of laser. We are talking about a laser technology, writing by amplification, simulation, emission of radiation. Think of CT scan, cosmetology, topography. Think of rockets. Think of going to the moon. Number one, first of all, I want you to see that God, a human being, is a small being. But God has given you all the endowments that can change the entire landscape of your life if only you do one thing. You maintain positive mental attitude and you accept it can be done. You accept that you can. If somebody was able to come up with an iPod, if somebody was able to come up with a phone, if I can be able to use my mouse and operate my laptop, then you need to appreciate that your minds can do things never imagined in this world of God. Think of men and women who make an automatic who make what we call weapons of mass destruction. Think of the person who came up with a drone. Think of a person who came up with this technology of speaking on the phone, and the other person is millions and millions of kilometers, thousands and thousands of kilometers away from you. What does that one tell you? You have the brain. So do not look at how difficult the situation is, but start thinking of how God has endowed you with brain. That yes, the elephant might be as big as it appears, but you have the ability to bring that elephant down. Why? Because you have the brains. Think of any major technological breakthrough that has been made in this world. It is purely because of the brain. So it does not matter how big your problem is. Solution still lies within. So I challenge all of you to wake up. Accept that the Lord has a better plan for you. Accept that God has given you brains. Start using your brains to the maximum. Start using your brains to the maximum. We can't all fit in the military. We can't all fit in the house on the hill. We can't all be presidents. We can't all be doctors. We can't all be engineers. We can't all be any profession that you think about. But wherever you are, if you can use your brains, you can be able to attract wealth. And success is inbuilt. Success is personal, intentional decisions that you make, an intentional decision. Are you ever broke? You don't require to reflecting why you are broke all the time. Ask yourself, what do I do now so that I do not continually swim in this ocean of being broke? Why are you always last in the university? When you do your exams, you are always last. It's what we call normal distribution curve, the normal distribution curve. The amount of hours you spend reading, the amount of time you spend reflecting, meditating on what you have read, dictates the grade that you get. Therefore, it therefore behooves on you that you need to work on yourself and work on your attitude. If you work on your attitude, then God is going to make a way for you. Do not keep neglecting why you were born where you were born. No. You are there, and that's a fact, and nothing will change that position. You are there, but how do you make the position that you are in at the moment yield good results for you? Change your attitude. If you do business, wake up early in the morning. If you're a teacher, go and deliver. If you're a pastor, preach. If you're a baker, bake. Whatever you do, do. And you know what? In the fullness of time, as long as you use your brains, God did not create this head to support the 2 ears. God gave you the ears that you can see. God gave you the ears that you can hear. God gave you the mouth. God gave you the brain, housed by the same compartment, that you can be able to turn around things. I wish we can all have the attitude of this man who passed on, Steve Jobs. I wish you can all think like even Jega Karume, the late Honorable Jega Karume, who was not defined by the beer and the shackle that he was selling. Even our deputy president, Dr. William Arap Samoei Ruto, according to his history, he was selling chicken, but he was not limited by what he was doing. So do not be limited by what you are doing at the moment. The future can be bright for you. Wake up and be positive. Wake up early. Whatever. Do you sell tea? Sell it as if you're selling to Jesus Christ. Do you roast meat? Roast meat. Do you roast maize? Do that. Are you a runner? Run. Keep running, because in the fullness of time, fruits will be coming your way. God is asking you to do something. And I'm telling you, success is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. So I want to wish you the very best as you realize the purpose for which God brought you into this world. It can be done, and others have done it. Why not you?